Good morning, everyone. I hope all is well. I hope you slept soundly. It is a bit unusual for me to be awake this early myself. I normally would stay awake during the night and clear the streets, try to make sure that everyone's safe and sound. So being awake this early is a bit off for me. Well, that's not unusual though. Unfortunately, the world has gone to chaos. Rach, what's up? I see Rach here in the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, the world has gone to chaos. Luckily for us, anywhere you see these towers, these gate towers, the coalition was kind enough to share some of their technology with us. They found out that there was a frequency that the zombies just don't like. So these switches right here kind of keep the zombies at bay. And we are at the medical treatment center right now. And as you could tell, I am one of the medics. I am known as a gunner, and I've been surviving on these streets for about 2 years now. So it's not like I'm new to it, you know. I've been around these zombies for a while. I got you, Rach. Haha, here's my base. My base is right up the road here. I'm only a few blocks away from the MTC. While I'm here, might as well just go on ahead and check to see if there's any car parts available in the shop. Sometimes survivors hit it, sometimes they don't, but you never know what they leave behind. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, no worries, Rach, no worries. One thing I forgot to do as soon as I hopped in here is I forgot to turn my radio on. Let me do that. Alright, I can already tell based on the fact that I didn't pick anything up in those last couple of crates that there's not much here. Yeah, nothing here. The early morning survivors must have picked this thing clean. No worries. Sooner or later, we will come across the survivor. Ooh, wait a minute. Just letting you know, trash bags are one of the greatest things that you could loot. Empty bottles are damn near priceless. You can try to filter water out and have clean drinking water, but you're going to need a plastic bottle for it. So you can find a plastic bottle in the trash can, that's a gold mine. Now, there was a reason I came here. What was that reason? Do you hate that when you like walk into a room and then forget what you went into that room for? That's a long run. I don't want to retrace my steps to think about what I was just doing. What was I doing? Heck no. What did I get for being awake this early? Well, I probably should put all this loot away. Should probably do that. Also, got a few other things that need to be done. I've got a lot to do today. As far as my survival needs go, I have a lot to do. If anyone needs medical aid, I would be more than happy to assist them. But until then, I'm gonna have to take some personal time and try to figure out what I'm doing with my life. I knew I have a butcher blade somewhere. There it is, right there. Let's see. Aha. Now I remember. I'm gonna have to make a camp stove. Hammer, screwdriver, screws, wood, scrap metal. We have all that. Quite sure we do. Also have to do some more consolidating. I swore I had more wood than this. the hammer. Should have just grabbed that axe. It would have made things a lot easier. Screwdriver. Screw. 10 screws and a screwdriver. I have screws here. No. No. No, I think I put them in Greco's box. I did. I totally forgot. I think it was 10 screws, but I'm gonna say it was 20. Also gonna need a screwdriver. That's gonna be here. And scrap metal. I can hear zombies. Oh, knew I heard a zombie. Scrap metal. I know I put a stash of scrap metal here. I'm not sure if that's enough scrap metal. I don't remember the exact number that it said. Nope, I need 35 scrap metal. What the hell? Why does it sound like there's a zombie in the base? If there is a zombie in the base, how did it get here? Or is it outside? He's outside. It smelled me. I mean, come on, it's hard not to smell something this pretty. Let's just be honest. You ain't never in your life met a monkey quite like me. Random scrap metal. Let's see if Greco got any scrap metal here. Greco, I'm gonna have to take like 72 your scrap. I only need 35, but I'm gonna take 72 just in case. Greco went into a coma. Yeah, he's projected to be out for about 30 days or so. And I'm gonna try my best to maintain things until he gets back and we continue surviving as we always have. For about 2 years, I've been surviving on these streets now. recently, Greco made his appearance as a new survivor, and I hit it off with that guy. I've mainly been surviving solo, so having another unit to occupy my time and give me somebody to talk to other than myself has been quite nice. Oh, what shall I do? Well, tools need to be put back away. I no longer need them. The screwdriver goes back here. My metal stash there. That is Greco's stash. Do not let me forget that. Some screws. Uh, yes. Well, first of all, gotta drink some water real quick. That would be nice. This is my escape room where I go to just vibe, chill out by myself. It gets overwhelming sometimes. Eat something before I starve. Which is precisely what I'm doing now. I am trying to make sure I have enough food to keep me going. This is my little rabbit hut. Let's come over here and put the sugar beets here. We'll feed the rabbits and gingerly take care of them. And when they get big enough to slaughter, where we get the majority of our meat, saves us a lot of time and energy. We ended up getting a few rabbits on our own. There was a man that was selling some rabbits that he had captured, so we bought some rabbits off of that guy, and now we have our own little rabbit container where where we get our rabbit meat. Again, I have just woken up, and usually I'm awake at night, so being awake during the day is rather calming, quite nice, if I say so myself. Gives me time to make the food, plant the garden. Again, it's rather nice. It only made 6 because of my carry weight. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Ah, so this is what we'll do. Put all these supplies in the backpack. Wonder why those won't stack. Oh well. Well, I have to remember where all of this stuff goes because I gathered up a bunch of items as I was out looting the city, trying to find supplies. So, a lot of those supplies are a lot of weight in my inventory. This beautiful equipment right here is one of the one things I had left of my water purifier. First time I went into a coma, I was gone for a rather long time, and when I woke back up, the bandits had taken everything from my base, and the only thing that they didn't take was my water purifier. And another remaining relic. I can't say that was the only thing that they didn't take, because another remaining relic was the generator that I got off of Cowboy. You can't find these generators no more. So I have a generator and I have that water purifier. Those are relics of the past. Why am I carrying 556? That don't make no sense. I'm still carrying a lot of weight too. Ooh, wrong one. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Okay. Rubber, no, rubber's not there. Rubber's in here. Rubber's in. Ammo's over here. Hear me over here. Open the backpack. Put all these supplies together real quick. Still carrying a lot of weight. We're gonna see what we can get done though. Well, dang. Apparently, just carrying too much weight in general, so I'm only going to be able to make 12 at a time until I use up some of these supplies. So, mean I can't carry that much? Why is it not stacking? Odd. Ah, I know why they weren't stacking. They're not cooked yet. That's why. These are the uncooked versions of the stew. Okay. Oh, I was able to make 16 that time. And again, these are uncooked stews. So let's try this again. See how many we can make. We've only got 62 rabbit meat. So yeah, typically it gets rather wild at night. That's when people are kind of most active, and I don't understand why. Because the zombies themselves become more aggressive at night, but I guess I guess they just like living life on the edge or something. I don't know. I would stay up later in the night, but old Pogo here is trying to get his footing back, and I need to readjust my sleep schedule for more opportunities for the MTC. So we got to be a couple of us that are awake during the day. Most of us are awake during the night. So got to be one or two of us that are surviving when the sun lights out. I guess we've just grown so accustomed to the city that we're more comfortable in the city. Out toward the gun line, there's a fence that goes across the entire span of Los Santos. I have affectionately given that fence line the nickname the gun line. Uh, Anything north of the gun line is going to be a little crazy. Going to be werewolves, smokers, flamers, mutant zombies, toxic zombies. It's bad situation out there. The spread of the virus, what we believe as a theory is that it came from humane labs. The fence, the gun line was placed in the midst of the island to try to contain the spread of the virus, but it didn't get us too far. And now we live in the rubble of what is left of the city. Some of us have found creative ways to survive, others not so creative, but they still survived. Guess that's the only thing that matters in the end, right? We survived. We might not be thriving or living a lavish life of luxury as the old magazines would suggest, or the books that you see in the abandoned libraries. The lavish life of luxury ain't for us. We survived the apocalypse, and that's what we do. We survive. And they over and over, we survive. My God, how many of these stews do I have? Lord, this man out here just cooking up a storm. There we go. 36, and I'm still bound by weight. Oh my God. I don't believe in love. Alright, I guess I'll go put the rest of these supplies away. I made 60 stews. It's taken me about 2 days to do. Not that I was consistently planting, I was doing a couple of medical treatment center operations. So I can't say that I was solely dedicated to the planting process, but I can say I did my part. I got 60, so we're good to go. Oh, uh-oh. I knew I heard some. These jokers get loud. Wow, 90 stews altogether. Yeesh. I can't even carry 40 of them. I can only carry 20. Alright, so I have to cook 20 at a time. Ah, part of part of being a survivalist. Quite boring to just sit here and cook stews all day, but if I do it all in one big old long whack, I don't have to come back and do it again until way later. There we go. Motion stack. Yeah, they stacking. Uh-oh, someone's texting me. Whoever could that be? Oof. I have no idea what that was, but that hurt. That hurt bad. Alright, ladies ladies and gentlemen, I am gonna go take a nap in the RP sense and try to get some things done in the real world presently. But first, I have to return this motorcycle to the MGC. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our early morning vlog. We shall return later in the afternoon when things become a bit more active. I hope your day was started off well. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that your day be blessed. And that is going to be all for Pogo